I guess I'll just do this. It's a video response to the major sports players deciding that they want to take a knee during the national anthem. Some of them are screwing off. They're working out. They're stretching. They don't show up. They're being disrespectful. Do I think taking a knee is your right? You have the right for expression. It's free speech. Everybody has a right to do what they want. That doesn't mean I don't have the right. That means I have the right, as my free speech, to think you're an asshole. So, yes, I think while you have that right, but the other problem is your employer is the NFL. And if the NFL's contract says you're supposed to stand out there and do this parade wrestling, well, then you don't have a right. It's a right from the government. Basically, the government cannot force you to do it. But a company can. You're hired. You signed the dotted line. You don't have freedom of speech from a company. You go out there and you badmouth. You work for Target. You badmouth Target. And they turn around and fire you. Well, that's your own fault. You have the right of free speech again from the government. The government cannot go through your house and say you can't talk about this. So, do I think they have the right to? Yes. However, do I think it's incredibly disrespectful, and do I think it's just being asinine? Exactly. The reasoning even for it is so stupid. You're protesting a Black Lives Matter moment where you think that today, in 2017, that being black is somehow basically you're at a disadvantage being born black in this country. You have to be kidding me. We had a black president for 8 years. You are given more chances, more ability to succeed, more efforts for mediocrity because you're automatically given more points on an SAT score. You're given an automatic 200-300 points. You're given the ability to get college grants that we're not able to get as a white person or as anyone else. And I think it's stupid. The whole concept that slavery is your thing. Well, okay, guess what? We fought a war over it. The Democrats versus the Republicans. The Republicans won. We freed the slaves. We went to give civil rights, and the Democrats fought against that too. So we had civil rights from the beginning. They don't tell you that in history, but you did. Democrats came up with the black codes and the Jim Crow laws. We wound up having to sit there and go again, round and round, until we could get a base going again. And we had to get it out of there. FDR, the big fascist, he basically kept all that going. I mean, you have a bunch of racism on the Democratic side that just kept pushing. It even went all the way up. And you had LBJ in the 60s when everybody was trying to vote for civil rights. And you didn't know what he did? He pushed in a whole welfare agenda on the civil rights, and the Republicans still voted for it in numbers. And the Democrats voted in numbers against it. And it passed. And LBJ pushed it through because he knew he was losing votes. He needed the black vote. You know how he did it? He bought them off. Here's welfare. And you know what they ended up creating? They wound up creating a plantation in the ghetto. They created slavery. Welfare creates slavery. They redid it all over again. Why? Because it makes you lazy. And there's no incentive to get married in welfare. There's no incentive to be a responsible parent or father. You just crank kids out, get more. You have generations of people who are on the same welfare programs that know exactly how to do it. You're in the wrong. I think I look at welfare as two things. One, welfare should be a helping hand on one hand. It should be a helping hand. Help you spring forward. But it shouldn't be a shovel of shit to you every single time. You shouldn't be giving hand after hand after hand. It should be a limited thing. Because I can understand, not everybody has a church that would help you out. And times have changed. And not everybody has a family that can help you out. And I get it. You make a mistake in life and you get pregnant at 16 and you need some help with insurance for the kid and the baby, and you want to go to some sort of trade school and learn something so that you can get a better job or your husband can get a better job. And yeah, that's the thing. You need to promote marriage, and they don't. You know, how many people abandon their kids? They have kids with multiple wives and all this stuff, or women that just sleep with anything they can and they crank out another kid because their welfare is running out. And it's not just a black thing, it's all over. People in general are abusing the shit out of the welfare system. And through Obama alone, it's gone in grease. Because why? Dependency on the government is the one thing that creates more slaves. It creates more voters. Because you need Democratic voters. Because what are they going to do every 4 years? They're going to come to your neighborhood and tell you that we'll help. We'll do more for you. We think that the rich and the middle class are assholes. And they take from you because you're the poor, unprivileged. You don't have a chance. You know, if you try to get out of that little ghetto, they'll crush you. The ones that do, the ones that actually get outside the ghetto, they realize that, whoa, you know what? Why would I want this for my family? Why would I want this for my friends? I see welfare as the cause of a lot of problems. And then they'll call you all sorts of names. You know, they call black people Uncle Toms for leaving the Democratic Party and going and switching over. They call white people, I don't know how many white people switch because, I don't know. I think you have the ultimate poor, and maybe that's a bad example, but, I mean, white people that switch are suddenly the same thing. I don't know what the term for it is, maybe it's turncoat, but, you know, you can't just have continuous welfare, and you can't continue this. So, man, actually that sucks. This has gone from kneeling to this. So it's a little bit off tangent, and it's maybe a little bit rambling, but let's just go full circle back. These people who are paid millions of dollars feel that they want to protest something that doesn't even exist in this country. Do I think racism still exists? I think the ability to be racist or prejudiced exists, but on a whole, no. I think a few people are, but I think, you know, at the same point, people on both sides can be racist. I don't mean Republican, Democrat, I mean black or white, you know. But then people tell you that a black person can't be racist because they don't have the power. Well, excuse me, when you're calling white people honkies, rednecks, and being a dick, and white people for white things, what white people want to do, then yeah, you should not. You are racist and being a bigot, so call it like it is. I don't know. I don't think the reason behind the protest is there. And protest what? You live in the greatest country on earth. You have the ability here to climb a social ladder, or even a successful ladder, and go. You choose your path here. Nobody does. Most countries, you don't. You eat, shit, sleep, you go to school, and then you work in a predestined job, all in the same little area. Germany, you don't even get a choice. By 4th grade, they have already predetermined whether you're going to go to college, tech school, or just go work. 4th grade, you don't get a choice. Why? Because when you want free college, they control it. Why do you think people come here? Why do you think people are swimming across rivers, lakes? They fly, they sneak in, they cram 20 people into a taco truck just to get here. Because it's an opportunity here. You have a shot at basically doing whatever you want. And yeah, it's called the American dream. And you know what? Not everybody's going to succeed at it. But guess what? If you don't succeed at it, you can turn around and try hard again. And you can keep trying, and you can be there. If you want to be middle class, you can get a middle class job. You work hard for it. And that's the difference, you know? Being able to be the author to your own destiny, your own life, has got to be the greatest gift that the founders of this country gave us. I mean, to me, that's just beautiful. And to sit there and protest it and be an asshole during the national anthem, which, to me, the national anthem honors soldiers that have died. It honors, you know, great heroes of our country, and it honors the founders and all the people that went through it. It honors current vets because they're serving in these conditions, and they serve in worse conditions than you'll ever get as that upper privileged asshole football player. I'm sorry, but You know what? You haven't been in a sandstorm. You haven't been shelled, rocketed for doing your job. You know, when you do a job for what we make, I don't ever complain about what we make. As a soldier, I think we make an okay income for a guy that does a normal job. And the raises are there and the promotions are there. And yeah, sometimes it sucks and sometimes it isn't. But if you really wanted a job that paid you a lot of money, you wouldn't choose the military. But there's perks like the college benefits and the insurance and the long-term pension. So it's there. In that sense, that the money is not great, but it's still there. Like, it's still a career. We're not destitute. It's just, I don't know. I find it shameful. I find it disrespectful. I think some vets are for it, but I think if you look at it from a perspective where I'm looking at it, like, you're protesting something during the national anthem, during it. You could protest something else. You could protest the damn game and sit down and take a hit on your paycheck. Why don't you do that? If you feel so strongly against it, why don't you sit down and walk away from the game? Oh, because you don't want to lose your paycheck. You don't want to lose that. That would be an ultimate form of protest. Look at you, forfeiting your chance to play in your paycheck, and you're going to take a fine, you're going to take a hit. It's going to hurt you in the pocketbook. But no, you have to be on stage being a dick, and it's just rude. And I've known too many people who fought really hard. I believe, soldiers and Marines and Airmen and Coast Guard and the Navy, they all bust their ass. And to see this is just so disrespectful. It makes me hate professional sports. I'm not a big sports person to begin with, but I usually don't care. Like, to me, when someone says, they make millions of dollars, I chalk it up to capitalism. It's great. They make millions of dollars. But to protest and be a whining bitch while you're making millions of dollars is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Protest it by giving up your money for that game. Don't get paid. You want to do that? To me, that's a protest. I don't like this game. I want to protest cops because they murder black people, right? Well, they don't, but, we're going to go with this stupid liberal narrative. So I'm not going to come to the game. I'm going to protest the game. My actions will hurt the team, and they won't have my skills, and I'll take a financial hit, but they won't. So that's all I got on that. I just think it's completely ridiculous. And if you listen to this whole thing and you let the middle part get a little exaggerated and you stuck with it, thank you. Please subscribe and hit the like. If you like it, discuss it. People are going to be arguing on both sides of this fence, and that's fine. That's what the country's for. But I honestly think if we had an open discussion, at least on what you're protesting and for why, I think maybe things would change. So, thank you.